What is up, all the VITL tribe? Welcome to VITL Live, the recognition call for June. Guys, make sure that all of your people are on here. If you're a manager, all of your team is on here. Send out the link.
But not the old one. Don't send the old one. It
Don't
doesn't
send
work.
out the old link. Turns out you can't play copyrighted music because we were going to play a cool song, and it broke the link immediately. So
less cool than we expected.
lesson learned. Lesson learned. If you guys go ahead and text Aaron Lee if you notice that he is not here. He is out camping in his house on wheels that he calls camping. Much love to Aaron. And we have Mr. Tyler Bastian here to run it with me. And we are super, super excited to kick off this call and get this started. So again, make sure on the link and on the channel that you guys like and subscribe so that you know anytime that we come out with new trainings or we come out with these VITL Lives so that you guys get notified for it. So let's jump into the call.
First, I want to say I'm happy we learned something new today. You can't post copyrighted music, and I'm happy we figured out a new link. Second, I want to say, legit, you guys, I'm so stoked to be here. If there's anything I have FOMO of on a monthly basis.
Like extra FOMO.
Yeah, sure. If there's anything I have FOMO of on a monthly basis, it's this live stream. Like being able to hop on and see what these guys have built and created and be able to highlight everybody in this business that has performed at a high level, who deserves to be recognized, is easily one of the things I would love to do the most, and Spence and Aaron have been just knocking this thing out of the park. So I'm stoked that Aaron decided to go camping today so I get to join you guys, and yeah.
Super excited to have Tyler
be part
here.
of it today. So
super excited. Okay, let's get this started and let's get into the company production and the deck. So first thing that we want to post is for all of you guys that are out here, if you're part of VITL, you know that these trips, we pre-plan these for an entire year. So these are the dates for our entire year of 2023. We're actually planning 2024 next week. So we know that we're super dialed, we have the structure, and they're all pre-planned. If you guys are not part of VITL and you guys see this recognition call, you see people getting hyped up, you want to be a part of the movement and be a part of the tribe, these are the dates. So consider it, look at it, and then reach out and slide into the DMs.
And if you are a part of VITL, remember how holy and sacred these dates legitimately are to us. It's not just like some random thing, right? Like everybody shows up the same day, everybody leaves the same day. It's all designed for a purpose and for a reason, and it's to bring the absolute highest energy during the shortest period of time possible. So treat those like gold. You guys look at them 6, 12 months in advance. Plan your family vacations around these, your family reunions, whatever else you have in life. Make sure you plan around these so you don't disrupt that, and you make sure you bring that energy with the teams.
100%. So. One last thing I want to say, if you guys see on here for August, the Smart Money, it's August 31st. We would love to see as many of you out here as possible. We love these events. We always have a get together afterwards, and the lessons that we learn from these people that we have come speak are life-changing for a lot of people. So we would love to see all of you guys out there. Okay.
But what if I don't have a ticket and I can't make it out there? Here's what we would say to you guys. Literally, you guys, events like this, people pay $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 to go see Tony Robbins and speakers of this type of caliber, and the people we bring in, they're not some random low-level individuals. These guys bring absolute fire. Invest in yourselves. If that means you got to buy a ticket to come out here and have proximity to these type of individuals and everybody here, do it. Drive your car, grab your buddies, do whatever you can. We really do invite as many people to get out here as possible. It'd be awesome to see some of you guys. So,
okay, let's jump into the next slide, which is our company charity goal. Guys, if you all remember, I want Tyler to speak on this, and I'm going to say a couple things on this, but our charity that we chose, we nailed it. If any of you guys have Garrett's number or Libby's number, shoot them a text, give them a shout out. I don't think that we could have possibly landed on a better charity to put our money towards battling human trafficking and sexual exploitation. It is one of the largest growing criminal enterprises in the country, in the world, and people estimate that it's going to pass the drug trade in several years, which is, it's just absolutely wild. A lot of you guys, you might know someone that has suffered something like this, but every single one of you guys has, a mom, a sister, a niece, a daughter, cousins, people that you love, and every single dime that we donate is donated towards this charity.
100%, guys. We've got some pieces later in the call where we're going to speak a little bit more to it, give you guys some updates on some of the incredible things that were accomplished this month. So we will get to that, but before we dive a little bit deeper into charity, first trivia question, and I think only trivia question. What was our charity goal? It was a very specific number. It wasn't random. It wasn't like just a thrown out number. Very specific for a reason. Throw it up in the thread in the feed, and
I have the chat here.
We'll see who gets it.
Know that whatever you guys see on your end doesn't matter because everybody's internet speeds are different. So whatever I see on my end is who wins. So what was our charity goal for June and for this entire charity push for June and September? What is the total charity goal that we are trying to raise?
What do we got? What do we got?
You're close, Mo. Chris, you're close. There is numbers after the 122K.
Ooh. Was that it?
I think so.
I believe so.
I believe so. I think that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
Go to the next slide.
And
oh! you flipped it.
We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and give it because we called it and you got that specific and nobody else was closer and we already now revealed it. But Danny Nelson, you got it. 122,400 and some change. It was a 9 instead of a 1, and we thought we were right. So you're gonna get it. But this number, you guys, we do want to speak to it really quick. This number was not some random number like I mentioned. We didn't just chuck it out there. Okay. This is the number that's been calculated by these foundations that are backing this cause of what it takes to help an individual who has gone through some type of situation like this to actually get a full blown like rehabilitation cost to really help them out from top to bottom, to redesign their rooms, to put them into a space that helps them mentally recover, to help them go through therapy and whatever else it takes. This is the average cost to help one life who's had this type of an experience. So we thought it would be really, really cool to choose that number and say, hey, if we can even help one person, and completely help rehabilitate somebody who's been through such a horrible thing like that, that is an amazing goal to have. So we're stoked to be able to talk a little bit more in detail as we get to the charity slides later on about how close we got. So thanks for participating in the trivia. And
a lot of you, though, I want to give you props. A lot of you were very close. Mo said 122,000, but Mo, as we know, winning is in the details, bro. And he didn't get there. So moving
next
on.
Time.
Next time. Okay, company performance. Tyler, do you want to talk about company performance?
Yeah, I want to kick us off. I'm going to let Spence run through the majority of these, you guys, to recognize specific individuals, but I did want to talk about our overall company goal as we jump into this on the first one here. So if we can kick on to that next one, por favor. June overview, you guys. First of all, round of applause to everybody cranking during the grind and outside of that have put in some extra time pre and post grind. We are currently 97% month to goal. So if anybody out there has got some appointments on the calendar today, we could pop off and get right there.
But some deals in
guys, we are right there. Congratulations on another month of fighting back and coming back from a slower month as you guys transitioned outside markets. We've kind of had this entire vision or what's the word I'm looking for? Mantra, whatever, of adapting to change over the last couple of months. Good. And you guys have done exactly that. You bounced back. So to be 97% to goal a couple months after all these changes, incredible job. As far as grind over grind on this next one, Cade, you guys are going to see that same thing. We are right there approaching our goal. We're sitting at 88%, which is obviously final because the grind is over.
We did have a big grind goal, though.
Yeah, we set a solid goal. Everybody pushed. We had some incredible performances that we're really excited to review today. But congrats, guys, on being that close to our goal. Next month, it'd be awesome to go out and hit that. Let's push for it. But to be that close, that's nothing, nothing to not be proud of. We did a phenomenal job in June. We once again beat our previous month, and we're on the
track.
We're on the up, so it's feeling good. So let's dive into the details.
Love it. Again, shout out to all of you guys as a whole, VITL Tribe. Everyone came together, and those percentages to get, you always want to have this goal, but stretch goals are where you push yourself. And we definitely set a stretch goal, and for us to get that close to them, that's how you pass these small goals that everybody else hits. So just props to every single one of you. We love you guys. So massive props to you guys as a whole. But now we are going to recognize regions, office, individuals, and the people that made it all happen. And we're going to start with the top region of VITL, which is Mr. Lord Ford and the mashed potatoes region. Shout out to all of you guys. You guys have seen them. It's just throwback, you know, like they are. But you guys have seen them. This region almost swept the competitions, which we're going to get into. They had the top 3 offices in the company, and they're on fire right now. They are on fire. I want to give a huge shout out to Jarvis, to DeYoung, which we're going to talk about that, DeYoung. But, and Hogue.
Crushed it.
And Hogue. Hogue just, they're so consistent, but the entire region, you guys have absolutely dominated. And I want to give a big shout out to Mitch. Mitch is a prime example of what to do in his position. Mitch runs his entire region. Me and him were talking about this yesterday. Runs his entire region, manages everything, does all the back end, and do you know what else he does? What else does he do, Ty?
Gets out in the field with his people on a daily basis and makes sure, like, he is just out there always. That's exactly what I was literally just going to speak to. You know, for anybody who follows Mitch on social media, he posted his travel itinerary this past grind, and it was honestly kind of ridiculous.
Tour.
It's like, holy shit, Mitch, really, dude? Maybe let's just pick, you know, 1 or 2, but Mitch made sure he literally got out and had presence with every single one of his team. I think he had literally like 8 different flights back and forth. So again, we could probably consolidate some of that. But the point is, that's how much the dude cares to make sure his schedule works to where he can go visit everybody, he can get out in the field, and that presence matters and it shows. Congratulations. And also over the past, 6 months, you've seen a lot of change there. Mitch made some personal changes in his life, and he made some decisions, that weren't easy for him, and he was super open and transparent and vulnerable about it. So to see the changes in his entire region that they've gone through has been super impressive. So congrats, Mitch. Well done once again this month, man.
100%. Guys, massive shout out to the entire Ford region. Like I said, you guys have been on fire. So, Mitch, #1 region, congratulations. Now, moving on to the top offices. Coming in at #5, we've got X Connolly with the Haji Noor region. #4, we've got X Quist with the R Sorensen region. #3, we've got X DeYoung. DeYoung.
Not to be confused with
DeJong.
DeJong.
I was out golfing with Jai. I just have to say this, but I was out golfing with Jai a couple weeks ago. Jai has been here for a year. I have been reading off his name because he's just a top producer. Like, he's just so goddamn good. And he's always on here. His office is always on here. Shout out to the DeYoung office. But we've all just been reading off his name left and right. A year later, while we're golfing, he's like, by the way, it's DeYoung. It's not DeJong. And I was like, you tell me this now? Right now you're telling me this a year later after we've read your name.
Butchered it for a year.
So, everybody out there, it is Jai DeYoung and X DeYoung. Okay? I'll remember that. It's going to be hard for me to change that, but I'll do it. Coming in at #2, the consistent just monster. Just so consistent.
So consistent.
So consistent and amazing is X Hogue in the R Ford region. And coming in at #1 by a long shot is X Jarvis. Shout out to X Jarvis. Congratulations.
Jansen team.
Well done.
Holding it down.
Jansen, Natasha, Chantal. There's so many people on that team. Cade, just huge.
Yeah.
Huge. Excited to announce this and to go over this because you're going to see on the leaderboard, a lot of these people are from this team. A lot of the people on the leaderboards are from this team. So shout out to the top office and all of VITL for the June grind, which is X Jarvis.
If I can say, I know we're about to hop into vital signs, but if I can just say, a couple things about these 3 top teams, you guys. #1, Jansen's office and the man Sori's putting up the numbers they do. Like, you guys just know it does not happen by accident. When you have some people on that team that lead the way they do, that put in the type of work that they do, it levels everyone up. And I would just ask you guys individually as reps, right? Because at one point in time, that's what everybody that's leading that team and putting up the type of numbers you see, every one of them was just a rep at one point in time on the call, not being recognized as the MVP, as the number one performer, or as the number one office. Like, those dudes and girls put in so much work.
So much work.
So much work to be
Repetition.
recognized the way they are and to be recognized consistently the way they are. So I just want to call that out for all the individuals out there that like are just joining or have been here for a bit and they put them on a pedestal. Like, once upon a time, that's not what they were. They put the work in and they looked at others that same way you do, and now that's where they are. Second, like to Crystal's team in Hogue, like, that team deserves just so many props. They are literally one of just like the most steady, consistent, I almost like to call them a sleeper team, and that's no negative. Like, it's this team just never.
They just all of a sudden have 50.
I can't think of a time in like 2.5 years where there's been any like uprising drama
they were our
or
number
high
two
levels.
installing office
Number
last
two
year.
installing office last year. They don't get enough credit is really what I'm trying to say, because they're so low maintenance. Crystal just. Her team gets things handled, and they always pull through consistently. And then last thing I just wanted to mention was I got the chance this month. I haven't been able to visit teams for quite a while, and I was able to get out in the field, and it was so refreshing to get back to the roots of where we created this thing. But the coolest thing to see is I got to go out, and I got to visit Jai's team and Owen out there and all those leading the way. What was so cool, you guys, is to feel the type of energy that was so like just identical to like this family-knit community of individuals that have come together and just like they're leaning on one another, they're being vulnerable and emotional and like getting to know one another at a level where they really can help. And it's just like it felt so good. And I only got a couple hours there, but like it was so cool to see how the same thing that made us love what this is and made us want to duplicate it and share it. And that's not just Jai's team. Like, I know this is happening all over. Just shout to everybody for holding down that energy, for holding down that culture of what made this what it was. So
okay. Love it, guys. Congratulations. Top vital signs. I love this statistic. There's several people on this list that are also obsessed with this tool to measure how healthy your office is and how healthy your business is. So coming in at number 5 is X Hogue. Coming in at number 4 is X Connolly. Coming in at number 3 is X Quist. Coming in at number 3 is X Connolly. And coming in at number 2 is X D Young. Jai came in to my office yesterday and was like, "Vital signs is wrong. It's wrong.
Yes.
It's wrong. We have to get this fixed."
Yes.
And he went through every single category of why it was wrong. Turns out it was. And we had added some people to his team post-trip, but it was reflecting it. And that dude is always in the details, and that's why you always see him on the leaderboard. So shout out to Jai. And then coming in at number 1, again, by a long shot, X Jarvis with a full sweep of the office awards and recognition. X Jarvis, congratulations.
Congrats, guys, for reals. If you're not paying attention to vital signs, to Spence's point, like, get your shit together. Vital signs is where it's at, you guys, and we'll correct anything if it's ever wrong like we did. But that data matters for the team. Like, even if you're a rep, you're not a manager, watch your team, watch what's happening, help lift them up. Vital signs is super key to truly understand the health of a team.
Data tells a story, and winning is in the details.
And you're going to care when the Pulse starts next month, which we're going to dive into later.
100%.
Vital signs is going to matter more and more and more over time.
It's all that matters in the Pulse.
100%.
Okay, top DMs, leaders leading from the front. Coming in at number 5, we've got Jai DeYoung. Number 4, Joey Cannoli. Number 3, shout out to Ryan Brumley for making it on this list. Your team crushed it at X Hogue, just absolutely dominated. Number 2, Jansen Jarvis. Again, his team absolutely crushed it, leading from the front. There's a correlation between those two. When the DM leads from the front, then the team also follows suit. Speed of leader, speed of the team. And coming in at number 1, Drew Quist. Drew Quist. Well done, Drew. Drew threw in a grip of deals at the very last days, too. He was like, it was one here, and then it was like hat trick, and then when I'm like, oh, okay, there he is. There he is. So, Drew, congratulations. Coming in at number 1. Just amazing job, man.
Yeah, and Spence already said it, so I don't need to add too much here, you guys, but really do pay attention to the correlation of what you just saw. Every single top 5 team, almost every DM led their team from the front, or at least one of the DMs, like Brumley. He's there with Crystal leading that team and co-running that. So for him to be in the top 5, Jai, like everybody that's on that list, you see why their teams are following the leader and why they become leaders over time. So really cool to see that. Love when that correlates that closely every single time, and that's pretty much always. So no surprise.
Always. Okay, moving into the top ADMs, the up-and-coming leaders. So coming in at number 5, J Money, Jared Jensen. Well done, Jared. I love to see you on this list. This is the first time on this list. Just shout out to you. Another person.
Shout out, Jared. I texted you last night to play pickleball this morning. You didn't respond. That was bullshit. Please respond next time so we can play some pickleball.
Actually, you know what? Cade, take him off the list if he didn't respond. I'm just
We're supposed to play
Jared,
pickleball, and you're supposed to respond.
Congratulations, Jared. First time. Another first timer, Frank Iroa on El Alcantara. This is a newcomer from Autos Group, making it on the leaderboard. It's just amazing to see you, dude. Second month here, and you're already on the leaderboard. Congratulations, big time.
Well played, Frank.
Well played. Number 3, been on here many times, Selena Salas. Number 2, this is so close. So I do want to give context on this. Number 2, on the grind. Number 1 rep on the month in the company is Owen Hagland. Number 1 rep on the month for the entire company is Owen Hagland. So, Owen, congratulations. Massive, massive props. But during the grind, you were beat out by none other than the queen, Natasha Mansouri.
Weird.
Natasha Mansouri, congratulations.
By
one clean deal. One clean deal.
It's so rad, honestly. Like, Natasha, I'm sure there's people out there that are like, yeah, again.
Yes,
it's,
again.
And then they think, well, yeah, but it's easy for her. Can I just tell you guys something? For anybody who has had to get at any business, especially the business that's got the growth and the number of people we do, to get to that number 1 spot obviously is not easy. To hold it is ridiculous.
So hard.
It takes such a consistent level of obsessive energy. So, Natasha, like, just want to shout out as always because it's deserved. It's not old.
So
it's not
deserved.
stale. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
You keep doing it. Owen on number 1 of the month, like, ridiculous. And last shout out I want to make out too just is to Selena to be in that number 3 spot. Like, to continue to see the number of ladies we have in the top spots, like
it.
representing. It is so rad, and I love that our company has that. Selena, thanks for making that continuation happen, following behind the Mansouri's and some of the other ladies who have set the tone in this business. It's super cool.
100%. I do want to say one thing. I know a lot of people in this company. There's some newcomers that I don't know. She also works harder than everybody. Dude.
No, it's not.
Like,
it's not an accident.
We
it's
go
crazy.
out for dinner, and we're like, okay, we're gonna have a team dinner at 9. And Natasha's like, yeah, I don't get off the doors till 9:45. I'm not coming to dinner.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
I will not come to dinner. Won't see you there. And we're like, oh shit, okay, yeah, yep. That's what we should do instead. Let's do 9:45. We'll see you midnight. So congratulations to the top closers that made that list. That is no small feat. Big props. Okay, moving on to the top closers in the entire company. So coming in at number 5 is Jeremy Barnes. Coming in at number 4, good to see you. Junior Rico is on there. Number 3, he was number 1 as a setter, number 1 rookie. Then second month, he was the number 1 setter. Now he transitions to an EC, and he's already on the leaderboard as an EC.
Top 3.
Sean, congrats, bro. Like,
so
massive,
badass,
dude. That is huge,
so cool.
Huge props, dude. I hear nothing but amazing things from Jai and from Mitch. And after meeting you, dude, I see it. Like, that dog is in there. So congratulations, dude. Also on the same team, Doug Namba beating you out. Doug coming in at the number 2 spot. And coming in at number 1, Chantal Mansouri. The twins, both number 1 spot. Congratulations.
That's so cool.
Huge props. Chantal hits me up all the time about deals and clean deals and what she can get and what she can, because she's just constantly thinking about closing and constantly thinking about deals. I have voice memos on voice memos on voice memos from these two about clean deals, how to get clean, how to win, how to move up the leaderboard. That's all they think about. And what is the result? They're on top of the leaderboard.
It's straight up an obsessive mentality, and there's a couple shouts I want to throw out here too. Chantal obviously first, like, for good reason. But here's the cool thing about Chantal. This is probably one of my favorite stories, you know, not to downplay anything Natasha's done, but this one is so cool because as a twin, right, imagine the difficulty and the emotional, like, frustration and struggle to watch your sister, like, beat up on you for a while.
Dominate.
And like, dominate, and to go through a little bit of a struggle keeping up, catching up, or even being in the same league. Because let's just call it what it is, Chantal, you weren't in the same league for a long while. It took you a minute. But what I will tell you guys is I remember a year and a half ago traveling out to teams, and I remember Chantal being so frustrated and wanting it so bad.
So bad.
And continuing to try and not get there and being like mentally exhausted. But she continued to watch trainings every night. She fell asleep to them, and she would text me and spend. I remember these things, the amount of time and energy she put in. So for those of you out there who are in that spot and they're like, oh, how do they do it? That's how they did it. They didn't stop even when they were frustrated and got down.
Repetition.
It was ridiculous. And then you know, there are a couple other guys on that list. Like shout out Doug Namba. Me and Doug grew up a block from each other. That's my neighbor from childhood. So Doug, I love seeing you on the board, dude. Super rad. Sean, obviously, you already got the props deserved. That was
and everybody else.
Absolutely awesome. So cool. Congrats, guys.
Shout out to everybody on that list. That is not an easy list to make. Okay, moving on to the top junior ECs, the lifeblood, the newcomers to this tribe. Very excited about this specific list. But coming in at number 5 is Curtis Clough. He is just so consistent, dude. But you know, I think it's time to move up, brother. You're always on this list. You need to take the leap of faith and do it. Number 4, Brandon O'Connor on Barber Savio. Loved it. You've absolutely crushed it. Well done. Coming in at number 3 is Jason Stout, passed to us by our good friends, the door-to-door experts. And
shout out to Sam Taggart.
Shout out to Sam Taggart and his whole team. But guys, Jason is 49. He has never done sales before. He used to be an English teacher, and he used to be an English teacher for our very own Matt Jameson.
Shut up.
Yep, serious.
I've never heard any of this story. This is amazing.
Used to be an English teacher for Matt Jameson, and he just decided he wanted to do something more, wanted to come out. This is his first trip. Dude did 9 deals his very first trip.
Jason. Dude,
Like,
that
props,
is rad.
dude.
That's an awesome
Props.
story, man.
Massive,
Congrats.
massive props. Jason, congratulations. Again, another one. Juan Cisneros. First trip. Very first trip ever coming out. 10 deals. Ex-Hogue. Just, dude, holy shit. Good job, bro.
That's so
Juan
rad.
Cisneros. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations. Like, big props. And coming in at number 1 on this list, Mr. David Hardy. David Hardy, first trip, 12
trip
deals. 12 deals, first trip ever. This is his very first trip ever.
That's so awesome.
I hired him 2 weeks before the trip. Bro, congratulations. I'm going to get into David Hardy. David's, you know, we'll talk a little bit more about him because he's on another list. But David, oh, dude, good props, man. Like, for real props. Every single person on that team, along with Jason and Juan, and everybody else on that list, the energy that you bring to that team and the the impact that you have is massive. To have somebody new come in, produce like that, have that energy, it's huge.
So I don't know, you know, a lot of these on this last list, right? A lot of you guys are new. I didn't have the chance to hop on phone calls and hear some of these stories, so I'm hearing them for the first time. But I do want to just say a couple of things about not just this list, but junior ECs in general, right? Because this is the new blood into the business. This is the new energy into the business.
100%.
These are those who have just taken some random ass risk in their life to go through some total change, to drop an ego and say, you know what, yeah, I'll knock doors. You know, I don't care what people think of me, because a lot of times that's a hard move to make. It's hard to admit. I'm going to go in like, I don't care. I'm going to do me, right? So, number 1, congrats to everybody on this list who not only dominated, but made that decision. That's the decision that came first. Second thing is, this is the role where you literally learn the most important thing. This is the role that is the toughest. This is when you learn to knock doors, overcome rejection, overcome fear. Like, there is so much learning in this role. And when you learn to dial it in, you will forever, for the rest of your life, have a skill that you can lean back on regardless of industry, regardless of what's happening in your life. At any given time, you can pick up and do exactly what you just did, which is go from, I've never done this, to boom, 10 deals. You just created business out of thin air. You just created value out of thin air for a company who didn't pay you money first. You said, I'm gonna go create value and money's gonna follow it. You guys, that trait and that skill is so unbelievable. Second, I want you guys to take a look at some of those stories Spence just mentioned where individuals went from teaching English at 49 years old to working in a bowling alley and not having any type of experience in this realm. And guys, I'm not gonna go further, but the opportunity is real. You guys, it is so good right now. Don't be shy about talking to your friends who are doing something different. They don't understand it. Go be loud about it. Be loud on social, be proud about what you do. There's so many people's lives that could be changed. So just shout out to everybody and reminder of like what this can do. Those stories are my favorite to see junior ECs come in and step up like that. So,
absolutely.
So cool.
Couldn't have said it better. Guys, props to every single person that made this list. Massive, massive props. I love to see these lists, and this next one is it recognizes some of the people we just talked about. So the next list is the top rookies. Coming in at number 3, we've already talked about him, Jason Stout. Congratulations, bro, on the top rookie, beat out by 1 account by Mr. Juan Cisneros. Juan, congratulations, and coming in at number 1, we already know, is David Hardy. Rookie of the grind, bro. Congratulations.
Guys, nice job to all 3. Only last thing to point out that I think is absolutely awesome is notice they didn't all come from the same team. They're not all in the same area. You got Juan who went out to California with a new market, new net metering laws where half the country is like, yeah, you can't sell there anymore, and he was just number 2 on the whole list. Yep. That is freaking love that, dude.
Massive. So props to all of the top rookies. Excited to see you guys make it to the next leaderboards next month. Okay. Top VITL. We always want to recognize all of the channels that we have inside of VITL. This is the top closer on our inside sales channel. Shout out to Caleb Wood as well, managing that entire thing. But this is recognizing the top closer in VITL, which is Daniel Jacobson. Daniel did, I think, 9 accounts so far this month, 10 accounts this month on VITL, and just absolutely crushed it. So Daniel, congratulations if you're on this call. I hope you are. Big props, man. You're always here before everybody else. You're always and you always stay late.
Yeah, and shout in general to to add to Spence, like VITL. It's not something that gets a ton of recognition, you guys. They're here in the call center doing their thing, but they're back there creating energy for our office. They bring more energy to our team. They literally, as everybody's leaving out at 5, they're on the phones. Like there's times I've rolled in at 8, 9 o'clock to grab something I left at the office. And these dudes are still back here grinding. It's not some just easy thing, right? It still takes a lot of work, a lot of energy, a lot of talent and skill to close somebody over the phone when you're not there. So what these guys do is incredible. It may still be a little bit small and not a high level of focus, but what this is going to mean to our business in the future is huge, and we're super pumped and appreciative for what those guys do. So shout out again for being number 1, and Caleb and team, thank you guys for all you guys do.
Big thank you. Okay, next section is streaks. We love this section. I'm going to have Tyler talk about this section, which represents consistency.
Yeah, guys, I wanted to take this one and speak to it because it's really cool, right? And this does not take away anything from all the people we just recognized. To get on the board at any given time takes a lot of talent, a lot of skill, and a lot of hard work. But anybody can do something like that one time. And I cannot tell you how many people across the course of my 25-year career in door-to-door sales that I've seen have a cool, awesome month and then never do it again. Or they do it again 5 months later. Or they do it again 3 times out of the year, but the other times you don't hear about them, you don't see them because they are not consistent. Streaks recognizes those who don't just rise to a top level, but who rise there, stay there, and put in the work. And this is where the money comes. This is where your habits get created. This is where true success in this industry long-term happens. And this is like the most important board. If you are not on this board and you're trying to do something special, this is the one I'd be trying to get on consistently, because this is what's going to affect your bank account. So coming in first, you guys, this recognizes those who have had 4+ clean deals for a certain number of months in a row. Number 1, none other than Natasha Mansouri, 11, tied with Drew. Natasha and Drew both 11 months. That's almost a year straight with a bare minimum. You guys have over 4+ clean deals, which means they probably have closer to 10, right? And they get 4, 5, 6, or 7 every single trip, and then they clean the other ones up, right? Maybe 1 or 2 drop off, but that's massive. Jansen not close or far behind with 10. Floyd with 4. Owen, you're on your 3rd one. That's a quarter straight. Keep that up, man. Keep that up, and let's take it to 2, 3, and 4 quarters.
Already at 3.
Amazing. I think we've got a few more on this list, if I'm not mistaken. No, now we're moving to installs. So, first list, congrats, clean deals. Obviously, you're going to see some of those follow through that were on the previous list, but this is the real list.
This is the list.
And what I'm going to say is it only takes 3+ months. So I am going to have a little bit of a call out to damn near everybody on this call right now. If you don't have 3+ months consistently of doing 3 installs, you're not putting in as much work as you could be. I'm going to say it right now. Okay? And I don't mean it in some like down way. This is a way where I want to be like, hey, check yourself. And push yourself. There should not be a month in solar that you do less than 3 installs if you really, really want to level up. Ever. Like 3 installs is your bare minimum. We should have a list that is 10 times this length, you guys, and that is what I'm calling for. So shout out to everybody who did make this list, but for everybody else who didn't, this is right here. This is the list. This is the list to make. So Jansen, 10 months in a row of 3+ installs every single month. It is not a surprise that he's leading the top team. People follow the leader. Tyler Klinkhammer. Tyler, I love you, dude. 11 months in a row. That is an unbelievable accomplishment. Like, you should be super proud of that shit.
Unbelievable pull-through.
Congratulations. Drew, there is a reason Drew is the #1 installer in the entire company. There's a reason he stood up on that stage and got all the recognition, and it is this right here. Over a year straight, almost every month since the inception of VITL, Drew has always had more than 3 installs, and he probably has a lot more than 3. And Joey Connolly, Joey, 13 as well. You and Drew, that is straight up fire, dude. It's unbelievable, and you guys deserve just ridiculous, ridiculous recognition. Oh, good. We are not done. We're continuing with 3+ months. The list is a little longer. I was a little concerned.
No,
I was like,
it's longer.
Shit.
There's more on there.
Don't tell me we only have 4 people with that list. So
he's new.
Very good, very good. I am not running this. Mark Laxton. Mark, you guys, #2 installer a couple years back for us. No surprise to see Mark on here with 6 straight months. Brad Michelle, 2nd rep
well done.
Ever hired in the entire business.
2nd rep
ever, with 5 months in a row. Brad, well done, dude. Love the consistency. Thank you. Owen with 4, Jai with 4, Joel with 4, Curtis with 3. Guys, keep that up. Stay on this list. Do not drop off. Yeah, I just love that list. It's the most impressive list in the company, guys. So congrats. Turn it back over to Spence to run through our competitions, updates, and upcoming. It's
100%.
Super stoked for the comps. Here we go.
Guys, congrats to everybody that was on that list. Like Tyler said, we always say that every single time. Those are the most important lists to get on, is consistency. Consistency creates success, and that's how you change your life. So, moving on to competitions. The HIT, the 1v1 competition, the March Madness bracket style that has been going on for an entire quarter for 3 months has come to a conclusion, and we're going to talk about the winners. So, the final matchup that we had for the setters between Sean Oldroyd and Corey Brown. It was very, very close, but Sean Oldroyd was the winner.
Sean.
Congrats. Sean Oldroyd, again, guys, we already talked about it. Top rookie, then top setter, then makes it onto the leaderboard as an EC. But this month, he set all of those closes and did 50-50s so that he could make sure that he kept his setter status so that he could win this. Just massive props.
Sick prize lineup,
Sean,
too.
if you guys see the screen in front of you, you've won every one of those prizes. Congratulations, bro. Big, big props.
Hat, t-shirt, hoodie, the podcast setup, and the one wheel.
Okay.
It's awesome.
Talk about the final matchup. Don't go to the next slide yet, but talk about the next matchup. I want to talk about the matchup before this, the final matchup. The matchup before this, I want to give massive props. It was Natasha Mansouri versus Owen Hagland. They are the 2 top producers in the entire company this month. They each had the best month that they have ever had in their entire careers, and they pushed each other to the absolute brink. I had each one of them calling me, getting voice memos about clean deals What are they doing right now? Are double meters and this counting and this not counting, or this or this or that? And obviously I had to stay objective, and I'm like, guys, these are the rules, this is how it works. And they're just like, okay, fine. And then they just went out and they pushed each other big time. And it came down to the wire. It absolutely came down to the wire. The winner of this matchup was Natasha. Owen sold one and didn't get the welcome call in. Had he got
hashtag clean deals matter.
Had he got the welcome call in, Owen would have won, but he didn't, and clean deals matter. Woo. Natasha had more clean deals and she won. And talking about this matchup right here was the finals versus Junior Rico and Natasha Mansouri. Was also a decently close match. Natasha with a 67% clean deal percentage. I do want to call one thing out, though.
Juniors, bro.
I know. 93% clean deal percentage, dude. Junior, amazing job on the clean deal percentage. I do want to call one thing out. Why is Natasha a 13 seed?
I don't know.
You're a sandbagger. You sandbagged. Yeah, you sandbagged. Anyway, they went at it, and the winner of this matchup is Natasha Mansouri. Congratulations, Natasha.
I don't know. I've clapped enough for you today.
Yeah.
I do want to make a comment
you did well,
really
though,
quick.
But Natasha wins all of these prizes.
All of the things.
Every single one of them.
All of them. I don't know if Natasha owns anything at this point in time. It's probably not vital. It's like your wardrobe. I don't know if you're buying anything else at this point in time.
Also, like I said,
congrats.
You can switch out the one wheel for your electric bike. Like I said, you could.
I do want to make just one short comment, if I can, about Junior. I know Natasha's the winner, and Natasha, like, you deserve everything you've got on this call and all that you will always get. But it's a cool story. Junior, Junior came in, you guys. This is right before the grind. Out of nowhere, I'm on my calendar for the day, checking out like what my next meetings are, and I have a calendar scheduled for a one-on-one with Junior. I didn't have a clue. He reached out to my assistant, booked it himself. I had no clue. I'm like, what is this? Anyways, long story short, I sit down with Junior, and Junior had been stuck for a while, you guys. Junior went through some stuff last year that kind of got him in a different headspace, and was he went from just crushing it to kind of a stuck place. And I just want to give him props, because everybody gets stuck at some point. It happens to us all. Every one of us goes from where we think we're going to get here, and then we're not quite there. Junior came in, sat down with me, went over some things, and he just said, I'm back, man, and I promise you I'm going to do this and X, Y, and Z. And straight up, just mad props, because a lot of people say they're going to do something. Junior did it, and to make it to the finals and lose to Natasha is nothing to be sad about. Just, it's so cool to see back on the board. Congratulations, man.
Yeah. Okay, guys, congratulations to those winners. We move on to the DM bracket. The 1v1, I do have to say this one was not close. Drew absolutely dominated this matchup. James, we love you.
Congrats on making it to the finals.
Yeah, congrats to making it to the finals. But Drew, well done, bro.
On another level at the end.
On another level at the end, especially those last 5 days. That was gnarly. So, James, again, congratulations to go through the entire bracket, make it to the finals. But, Drew, you win all of this stuff. I'm sure you have lots of stuff, and now you'll have more stuff. So, well done, Drew. Just mad props. Mad props. Are you going to play this video? Oh, you're not going to play the video. Okay, well, then we will talk about the video, and we will talk about the polls. Okay, guys, that was the hit. That was the 1v1 bracket-style competition. It is amazing for individuals to go out, go 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. or 9:30 p.m. and just go all out to see how much they can produce, move through this bracket, survive, and advance. The next competition, however, though, is the Pulse. This is team versus team competition. I love this because the energy that it creates in the team unit, in the environment, and in the Airbnbs is amazing. This entire competition is run off of vital signs, okay? We're gonna do lots more training on vital signs, but if you don't know vital signs like the back of your hand, your DMs, you don't know vital signs like the back of your hands, guys, what are you doing? This is the data that tells the story of how to make your team successful. Where are you not doing well? Where are you doing well? How can you change this and tweak this to make your team more successful, more healthy, so that you can grow and scale an organization? The entire Pulse competition is going to be run off of Vital Signs, which is amazing. We have an entire competition platform that you guys will be able to track that we have built. And when I say we have built, Aaron built. Shout out to Aaron. Just the difference. Aaron is so good at this. He's done so well at this. And we are going to track this entire thing. It's going to be amazing. Tyler, what does the winning team win?
So, you guys, this one we're really excited about for so many reasons, but as far as the prize, the incentive, and what's going to be happening, I'm only going to talk about the winning team right now, and there are going to be a lot of other little details in the rounds leading up, okay? But you're going to have to be on the pre-grind call where we really dive into the details of the Pulse, what to expect, what the rules are, everything about it, okay? But the winning team this time, we wanted to give an experience, right? Here at Vital, you guys, that's what we try to create more than anything, is an experience that is unforgettable, that's uncommon, and that's where we're going to put the majority of the prize money. It will go to a team experience of their choice. That team is going to get together with a kick-ass budget, and they're going to do something that they are not going to forget together as a team. Last thing I want to mention about this competition, you guys, is I think a lot of people out there underestimate the importance of competitions in general, right? And especially when it comes to a team competition and door-to-door, they think at the end of the day, like, I only get paid on what I do. You're right, you do only get paid on what you do. But if you have that mindset, you are missing everything about what makes the team environment, the Vital environment, and what makes a rep individually tick. And what makes somebody tick is purpose. What makes them tick is energy. What makes them tick is competing against other people. What makes them tick is being a part of more than just something off on their own. And if you guys will look at a competition the right way, take it serious and put everything you have into a competition for yourself, for your team, and to just go be a part of it, compete and have fun, the job is literally 10 times easier. This is a door-to-door hack. You guys, if your commitment level is anywhere less than just 100% on a competition, check yourself. I promise you're making your job harder. This is here for a reason. We don't just do it to waste time and have distractions. Like, this is here to literally level everyone up, but it is up to you and your team to come together, take it serious, and just buy in. And I would ask you to do that, you guys. I've increased my personal performance so many years because I was a part of something, and I was already pushing hard. So take the comp serious, buy in, you guys. Use them, go have some fun. Don't just, kick against the pricks all day long and not take part in some of the key culture pieces to what makes Vital Vital.
Totally. Okay, getting into Be Vital Awards. This is one of my favorite awards, one of my favorite sections. Our favorite part of this is the Be Vital Awards are awarded to individuals by you guys, not by us. We have nothing to do with it. We send out surveys, and the Be Vital Award is given to someone that has had the most impact on their team, or they have overcome some crazy adversity, or they have taken themselves out of a slump or achieved something amazing. Just someone that has that vital X factor to them, right? Like, vital by definition is of the utmost importance and absolutely necessary.
And full of energy.
And full of energy, right? You are truly uncommon in every way. And it's the reason why those two are tied together. And the Be Vital Award represents all of that. So these awards are given to the people that earn these, make the biggest impacts, have just gone out and changed their lives, and they're voted on by you guys. We do not choose these. This is voted on by the field. So the first Be Vital Award, not for May, but for June, is Mr. David Hardy.
Very good. David. Congrats, man. It's an awesome award to get, especially your first trip ever. That's unreal.
Yeah, David, congrats, bro. And we're going to talk about why, but I'm going to read this. This is one of the quotes that someone in the field wrote about you, David. So David is straight fire. His energy, his positive attitude, his desire to learn and grow and to grow was through the roof this trip. And it being his first trip, I don't think there was a single day of the grind where he pulled less than 3 bills. He was constantly shouting everybody out on our team, on NZ, motivating, pushing himself and others. He's going to go super far. So
sick.
It's just amazing, dude. Congratulations, bro. I want to share a story about David. I recruited David and onboarded him and passed him to X Jarvis, they're the top team. And when I was talking to David, I said, what's kind of your work experience? What's your sales experience? And he has a little sales experience, not directly in door-to-door. And David was working at a bowling alley. And he was couch surfing a little bit. And guys, this is the reason why we do this job. This is literally the reason why we do this job. And it is my why is to help people change their life. And David just came out and probably put $19,000 into his pipeline. For sure, especially with the system sizes out in New Hampshire and Boston. Like, David,
so cool.
Bro, congratulations, man. Congratulations. I remember I was out there, I visited the team, I was talking to him, I was like, guys, you need to push and do everything that you possibly can every hour of the day. And David sat there and I could hear him ask himself, he's like, what if I'm already doing everything I can of every hour of the day? And I also asked the team, I said, how many times have you guys watched mine and Tyler's pitch training? And I said 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. The only person that had their hand up was David Hardy. He'd watched it 8 times already. Bro, props, dude. Massive, massive props. David Hardy for winning the Fields VITL Award. Congratulations, bro.
Congrats, man.
Congrats.
I'm going to give one tip to you, David, because you've got a lot of shout-outs your very first trip, which is super, super impressive, okay?
Don't let it get to your head.
One tip. There you go.
Don't
it's
let it
really
get to your
easy to get super high emotionally in this job, and when you haven't done it for a long time, you think it's going to feel like this all the time, and it's not. There's going to be days that don't feel so good. There's going to be times where you get down. There's going to be market changes. The roller coaster is real. It's emotional. And when that time comes, just remember back to here. Remember the basics. Go back to those basics. They will work for you every single time.
100%. Okay, moving on to the next. The HQ Corporate VITL Award winner is Mr. Garrett Smith.
Shout out to G.
Shout out to G.
Shout out to G.
And the only quote on this is very good. Very good. Hold on. Yes.
Very good.
Very good.
Guys,
Garrett, congratulations. I just want to say one thing, and I'm going to let Tyler say a couple things, but you guys have seen the VITL records is what he's done there. Garrett has like 10,000 people on there, and it's been amazing. So, Garrett, we love you. This is more than deserved and overdue. Congratulations.
Yeah, guys, I'll try to keep it quick because I know we're at least getting towards the end of the call here. And but as far as a VITL award for the corporate office goes, right? Like, people don't always understand the impact because it's not as monetizable and you can't show it and you can't see it. But the energy that Garrett Smith has brought to this business is fucking awesome. And this dude deserves this. He puts in hours and hours and hours on what he does for this business, you guys, and creating the Very Good Solar Company, which some of you guys have seen out there, is going to be a huge impact over time to what it allows us to do in VITL. So there's so much crossover there over time. And yes, you guys have seen him on VITL records. That's not Garrett's main thing. Guys, he just did that for the heck of it because he thinks VITL is awesome.
He really did.
He wanted to be a part of it, and he's like, I don't know, let's throw music, art, and culture, and like, let's do that. It'll be cool. It'll be fun. So yeah, shout for the energy he's brought for that and for some of the laughs he's given everybody and the culture that's added. But Garrett does so much more than that. And just mad props to Garrett in general. Does a great job. Garrett, thanks for everything you do for VITL, man. We appreciate you. On to the MVP.
On to the MVP. And the MVP is none other by, again, one clean deal. Natasha Mansouri. The queen. Well done.
Again.
I'll clap for you. Good job. You did it again. But
Good job.
But no joke. It's kind of like, people kind of, when Tom Brady keeps winning Super Bowls. Well, it's like earlier in the year, right?
You can't decide if you want them gone or if you want to just like keep rooting them on to never stop winning.
Yeah, but you do. You want them to keep going. You want the consistency, but you want people to push and win that MVP. And I remember when she won her first MVP, because Joey had just won 6. He'd won 5 in a row.
Yep.
So
we were ready for it.
We were ready for it. We were ready for it. And shout out to Joey, still Mr. MVP, because he won it 5 times in a row. But huge. Natasha, congratulations. You did push. And Owen, you almost got it, bro. but you are last month's MVP, and you were almost there again, and that right there is massive consistency. Congratulations, Natasha. Again, a shout out to Owen as well, because they are the top producers in the company right now. Okay, Vital Charity update. I'm gonna have Tyler go over this. These, all I want to say on this, guys, is you're gonna see a lot of people that you've seen on the leaderboards be on these lists, and for them to donate to this charity and have 100% of their money go towards the charity, not towards some trip where 90% of the money goes towards paying for the trip and the resort, is phenomenal. So, Tyler, take it away.
Awesome. So, for our junior ECs, you guys, and again, I think this is so cool. These are the guys out knocking, sweating, putting the time in. That's hard to give something up. It's hard to go put in all that work and then be okay with an account, being donated and contribute that way. But you guys have contributed to an unbelievable cause. Curtis, almost $3,000. Michael, just shy of $4,000. And Mark, almost $6,000. You guys have contributed and made a massive impact. Thank you guys. I truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys for leading the way. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for having an abundant mindset. Thank you for putting your energy towards something more, something bigger, and a bigger why than just the money. It matters, and that mindset will take you so much further in life than you even have any idea. So keep it up. Well done, guys. On to our top closers. Owen Haglin, weird, no surprise, at $10,414. Chantal with $12,587, and none other than Natasha Mansouri with over $15,000, sitting at $16,358 raised and donated. You guys, it's so cool to see, and it is not by accident that these three individuals, and I get it that they had more opportunity to donate, right? Because they sold more. So I don't want to make it like, oh, you donated one, you should have donated the whole thing somehow. But here's the thing. What these guys are doing is their energy, their mentality is so committed, not just to themselves. It's committed to them. It's committed to their teams. It's committed to VITL. Like when we launch a new initiative, they're like, okay, yeah, we're in on that. Let's go. They don't push against it. And I'm not saying everybody should just do exactly what we say. That's not the point. But I will tell you, when you have a commitment level like they do to themselves, to their team, to the company, to a cause like this, that energy is next to unstoppable. And anybody who out there who adopts that type of mentality to give, to go, to help their team, to follow initiatives, to buy in, they raise their teams up. And these happen to be the top producers, not just in the company, but in the two top teams. It's not an accident. It speaks volumes. And our ground total, you guys, is $96,000 raised this month. That is so badass. I know we're just shy of like our ultimate, but that is almost $100,000, you guys. Congratulations, like for reals. That's unbelievable. You guys should feel incredible about yourselves.
Amazing. Okay, guys, shout out to every single person that contributed to the charity. I want to end this with this quote, and I love this quote because I think money is I know money is a byproduct. It's not what you focus on. It's what you can give and add value to other people. So I love this quote, and shout out to Aaron Lee for picking it. He's always great with these. But we make a living by what we get, and we make a life by what we give. So there's a lot of people that make a lot of money. They make a living, and that's just what they get. But if you want to have a life and a fulfilling life and a purpose, then you give. And that's what we've done, and we're going to continue to do in September. Stay tuned for details on that and hype on that. And guys, shout out to every single person, the entire VITL tribe, all of the leaderboards, all of the people that had streaks, the competition winners, the donators. You guys absolutely crushed it. That is our VITL Live for June. Recognition. Make sure again to like and subscribe. Tyler, any last words?
Just stoked to be here, guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of VITL. And if you're not a part of VITL, thanks for joining and listening in. We hope one day you are. And just genuine thank you. It was so good to be here and be able to join this, feel the energy, and be able to just like dive in a little bit more and be that much more focused on what you guys accomplished this month. It's just so impressive, and it just keeps getting better. Where this company is headed, where the people have allowed us to go, because the energy you guys all give into the field every single month that makes us who we are, is unbelievable, and I'm proud to be called one of the leaders of this business. You guys, thank you. We love you. Let's get ready for July.
Guys, we're out.
Peace.